We're turning now to a difficult topic that we're highlighting because October is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month.
I know what a sensitive topic this is. That's why I wanted to say it right away. It's also an important issue I've reported on before, including following through on the impacts of labor and delivery units shutting down across the nation and here at home, and maternal mental health and outcomes. But my story tonight, while emotional, is more so about hope and healing, finding strength in sharing and community, and reclaiming a legacy for a child whose life was lost before it even began.
When I was pregnant with Ashley, I made a Facebook post that said, "This baby girl is going to change the world." And this is not what I had in mind.
Erin and Tony Maroon couldn't wait to become parents and could have never imagined how their world would change.
Everyone tells you how to go home with a baby, but no one tells you how to go home without one.
Their daughter, Ashley Catherine, was stillborn at 41 weeks.
I held her for maybe 15 minutes, took some pictures, and gave her back. And that was the last time I ever held or saw my baby girl.
She was beautiful, says Erin. Their time with Ashley was far too short.
And when we heard about these CuddleCots, we thought, are you serious? We didn't have one of those. We didn't get that opportunity.
CuddleCots are devices that keep a baby cool and allow families who experience stillbirth or infant loss more time with their child in their hospital room before saying goodbye. Erin and Tony started the nonprofit Ashley's Embrace to donate the cots and make a difference in their daughter's name.
How has that impacted your healing journey and your life today?
That impacted me in a way that I had somewhere to put my grief.
In 8 years, Ashley's Embrace has donated more than 300 CuddleCots nationwide in all 50 states, with about 50 alone here in Ohio. But Erin says there is still work to do.
We're finding daily that there are hospitals that still don't have one.
Every day, Erin is researching and calling hospitals state by state to see who needs a CuddleCot.
Because there have been people generous enough to donate one that say, I don't care where it goes, put it where there's a need.
My husband and I, along with our parents, donated a cot to a hospital down in South Carolina.
Christine and Frank Davis donated after losing their son, Whitaker Frank, at 37 weeks.
He was perfect, but he was very quiet.
They were the first family to use a CuddleCot that had been donated by Ashley's Embrace at their hospital.
What did that mean to you and your husband to have that time?
You know what we did? We cuddled him, we rocked him, we sang.
She says it provided them with memories they will never forget and helped them heal.
Our pastor came and prayed over him. Family from all over came in to meet him and hold him. We wouldn't have had any of that if we didn't have a CuddleCot.
They now have 2 rainbow babies.
Hi! Do you want
Their youngest son,
What's Mama got?
Who is this?
Ready.
Oh, it is Whitty.
stopped in while we were talking. Her boys know all about their big brother in heaven. And his first stuffy, a sea turtle they named Whitty, is always present.
I do like this one. I like this one.
And when Christine's not busy playing cars on the living room floor, she's helping with Ashley's Embrace.
If I can help give a family time to be with their baby and to make as many memories as they can in the short amount of time that they have with them, oh, you bet I'm going to do it.
She tells me when she's volunteering, it feels like her special time with Whit.
And I'd say that grief never goes away. You just make more space for it so that it's not as constricting.
So we have 2 in Mariah's name here in Ohio.
Maria and Ben Walther only had a few hours with their daughter, Mariah Faith, and wish it could have been longer.
To officially say goodbye, to really just take in every detail.
From brokenness can come beauty, says Maria. Every CuddleCot has a customized memorial plaque. She says the donation provides them, and hopefully others, peace.
To know that it's like in honor of Mariah, and then they can see her name, and if they want to reach out to us, they can, and that they know they're not alone. A lot of times you just feel lonely in it because people don't know what to say.
It's been 20 years, and Maria tells me they'll always celebrate the life they were given and the child they loved. The Walthers now have 7 earthly children, as Maria says. Their next 2 daughters, Helena and Gemma, both share the same birthday as their big sister Mariah, despite having different due dates. Maria calls it a God thing.
Only he could have planned it, and then that felt like the closure. like the healing. That really, I think it really began there.
The Maroons also welcomed a rainbow baby. Erin calls their son a blessing.
He is the light of my life, and he knows it.
Ashley's blessings also surround them.
So out here is the pond that we built for Ashley.
Tony's project to honor their little girl, dotted with ducklings, a memory bench, and anchored by an angel. Erin says it's their happy place.
And so this pond is a reminder for anyone who walks by of Ashley's presence.
Ashley's embrace is felt in ways Erin could have never imagined in that post to Facebook 9 years ago.
What makes me think of her is when we get an email from somebody that says, because of you, we had more time. And the fact that she is present in all of those moments, which means we get to be present in all of those moments. That's when I feel her most. And it's not an honor that I take lightly. So our baby girl is changing the world.
Wow. I know two couples that this has happened to. It is an unimaginable loss, and I thank them for sharing their story and doing something. I had never heard about these CuddleCots. How much do they need to raise to provide them?
So Erin tells me it is $3,000 for the CuddleCots, and that covers the cost of the device, the shipping from the UK where these are made. It covers the taxes, other expenses. And she tells me the families, like the ones we met there, they donate half of the CuddleCots that are donated through Ashley's Embrace, and then the other half comes through fundraising that the nonprofit does. And their largest event is a gala that is coming up this month. If you'd like to learn more, attend that gala. I placed all the information in this story on the News 5 app and website. But I do want to just reiterate what you said. Thank you so much to those families for sharing, because it does happen to so many more people than we'd like to think. But they say talking about it is important, sharing is important.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.